I am now joined by two of the best, and I truly mean that, my colleagues. I haven't seen a duo captivate TV audiences like this since the mid-'60s when Batman and Robin came out. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. How are you guys doing?
I didn't know where you're going. I thought maybe Laverne and Shirley. I wasn't sure. So thank you. We're doing really well, Nate, and we're having a ball. And we feel so fortunate to have this matchup landing in our lap on our watch. Sunday can't get here fast enough.
Well, I'll tell you, Laverne and Shirley reminds me that Jim has dated himself right there.
Well, Batman and Robin, he said 60s with Batman and Robin, so at least I took it to the 70s.
Tony, out of the two things that these guys possess, and they're very talented, we know that, you've done these things throughout your career. I've played against you. But if you could pick one, Brady's expertise or Mahomes' improvisational skills?
I don't think you can pick one, if I'm being honest. The only reason this is a discussion about Patrick Mahomes possibly catching Tom Brady one day and being in the discussion, because it's way too early. We would never do this with anybody else. But Magic and Bird could see that Jordan at a very young age was like, yeah, he's going to be in the discussion here in a decade. Even though he hadn't won championships yet or whatever. Well, Mahomes has already gone to the AFC title game. He's gone to the Super Bowl and won. And now he's back again. And they're now playing.
Yep.
And it's just the rarest game that I think we'll come across in sports. And I think it's a gift that we all get to watch it. The winners of this, it's not Patrick and Tom as much as I think it's a great gift for them to play each other. It's all of us watching.
It's so true. It really is. Like Christmas came twice in a matter of a couple of months. Jim, I've always believed that life is a collection of moments. So as we're looking at these football games, the same thing applies. When it comes to watching Brady, which you have seen a ton of Brady games, what moment stands out to you?
I think that game that matched Tom against Mahomes 2 years ago in the AFC Championship game was maybe the finest one of all. And I can only hope that we have a matchup like that, a game like that on Sunday. The way Tom took them down the field at the end of regulation and then took them down the field with the first possession in overtime, I think that was maybe as good as it gets. But I will say this, on a bigger view, if you try to define what is Tom Brady's finest moment, what is the crowning achievement, I think if he wins on Sunday, this is the crowning achievement. At 43, to take a team, put it on his back, not have OTAs, not have a preseason, basically get together primarily with a group of strangers, come back from 7-5 and win the Super Bowl. I would think that this is the topper of them all.
I'm with you 100% on that, Jim. Now, speaking of Mahomes, Tony, I have to ask you, because, Jim, I remember that game. And I remember Tom Brady winning and beating Patrick Mahomes in overtime. And I left scratching my head thinking, the only thing to beat Patrick Mahomes today was the coin flip. So this is going to be one hell of a player. Tony, what would you say is one of Patrick Mahomes' best moments or something that you have witnessed?
Like you said, the coin flip and the title game, that was really the difference, because if Patrick Mahomes got that ball, he would have won that game. I believe that. But Tom got it. And so we think of it differently in some ways. But I am just convinced these two are so special. They're going to both put their team back in the game regardless of who starts, faster. And if this game comes down to a quarterback with the ball, I'm going to trust the quarterback.
We're all excited for a bunch of reasons. So, Jim, I'll start with you. What are you excited about in this game, just in general?
I think this game comes at a great time for this country. The vaccine's been rolled out now for a little bit more than a month. I believe that there's hope and there's relief on the way. And I think the Super Bowl is the greatest, if you will, uniting event we have in this country. It's not about politics here. It's about something we all share a love of, football. It's the greatest spectacle we have. And I think it's going to be, again, this symbol that hope is around the corner and better days are on the way soon. This game's going to be a great game. This day is going to be spectacular. And we're all going to walk away with a good feeling. It's been a long time since we as Americans have felt good about things being aligned and things getting on the right track. And that's where I think this one's going to take us.